Morning, folks. I wanted to put a video out early this morning. We talked yesterday about being the megaphone, and I don't know if I can stress that enough about what we're getting ready to try to do as far as supporting these families. I've been getting calls and texts and comments from all over the place, people wanting to help. The big thing, folks, is winter's coming on. We're trying to get these people that possibly has a salvageable house. We want to get them taken care of as quick as possible. And we've got, I had a guy contact me from Greenwood, South Carolina yesterday. He was really anxious to come up and help. And we're just a tad bit early for that, but I was able to locate some people that needed some stuff taken care of, and he had the equipment, being he owned the landscaping company. Mr. Barrett, appreciate you calling and wanting to help. If I knew what your landscaping company was, I would say it, because these are the type of people, folks, that are willing to help, and these are the type of people we need to help, to in return. That way we got money going back into a Christian person that has their business, and they're giving their time and effort to come up and help, and we need to support that business. I don't know what his business name is. I would tell it if I did, but he's come up and been turned away, and he's contacted numerous people wanting to know how he could help and where he could go. And I told him, I said, just hang tight. It's a little bit early, but I think I can find you something to do if you want me to come right now. And he said, I'm coming up Saturday morning, and I'm bringing a lot of stuff. And I said, well, we'll accommodate you here and everything. We just trying to get things in a good situation, and let some things go through with insurance companies and things like that that has to transpire. But folks, there's some houses that people's living in. We got a family that's living on the second floor, because the bottom floor is full of mud, and we're getting ready to try to help this family out. And their request yesterday was something very simple, something we all take for granted, because we ain't in that situation, but requested a toaster. And something simple. He ain't complaining. He just says it's in a bad situation. But people like that, he didn't want to ask for help, but he ain't got no choice. We got to get his house cleaned out, so forth, and go from there. But the way I can about figure it out is you got to be able to get in there to it first, and then we're gonna have to get volunteers and stuff to help him. But it's very important, folks, very, very important to help sponsor these families. We might be able to help him salvage this house, cut the sheetrock out. Probably gonna have to have new wiring and stuff put in, subfloor and carpet, furniture and everything like that. But right now, so that he's not living in a tent, they living on the second floor of the house. And he said that it's bad, and what I'm afraid is mold, mildew. That's a bad situation to be in. But folks, Central Global Methodist Church in Asheboro is going to be handling this. And I urge you to call that church. It don't matter the amount, it's the number of people that can help somebody like this. We're getting names of families now that are needing help with Project Santa, and we're going through these, vetting them out, making sure these are people that need help and they're not already getting help from the government on any kind of program, because those children will already be getting things from I think they said up there in that area it's called Storehouse Ministry, and places like that will be helping those children. But these children that we're going to be helping are not getting any help anywhere else but from the churches that are associated in this large conglomerate that we're working with. And you know, I know a lot of people sending money to Project Santa, and people sending money to Operation Mountain Relief. And you know, when the relief part is over with, we're going to really start moving everything in toward helping these families, because that's where the bulk of the money is going to have to be, is in the help sponsoring these families. Now, Central Global at 300 South Main Street in Asheboro is going to be handling it, and the zip code there is 27203, and phone number, if you want to get on the list, or if you want to send a donation to that address, I'll have all this information in the description form, and so forth, for all this, because Operation Mountain Relief is going to be ongoing, and so is Project Santa up through Christmas, and then the Helping Hands for a Family. That's the name of what they've got set up at Central Global Methodist, and it's going to be a long road to haul, folks. It's going to take some time. Been talking with Brother Tim, and some of these areas where these houses are located, the biggest problem is the power situation. They've got to have power to be able to get in there to do the work. It's hard to run stuff in these houses to help rebuild them off of generators and drop cords, but it can be done. But the other problem is access into these locations, and a lot of these people that's got mud and stuff in their houses are having to walk or drive through the river to get to the other side. And right now the rivers are low. They scoot across there on an ATV, but as soon as it starts raining and the river gets up, they're going to be stuck again. So we got these situations. The rivers and stuff are cleared up, but debris is everywhere up there. And as we go up Saturday, we're gonna go into Swannanoa and a couple of other places, and we're gonna get out and look at some of this debris so you can see for yourself what's happened and the situation that it's in, and so forth. But folks, I urge you to let's put a really hard, concentrated effort into this Helping Hands for a Family. Central Global Methodist Church, and they're willing to help facilitate, manage this big project. And you know, if everybody watching it send in $5, look at the numbers of people that's watching this, how far that $5 would go. It ain't the amount, folks, it's the number of people that could participate, and it would go a long ways. But I said yesterday I might not have time to put out a video, but I thought we need to reiterate that a little bit. And I hope to talk with Brother Ross this weekend, so introduce you to him, and that way you'll know the face that's handling this for Global, and Pastor Randy as well. And they're the ones working on this very hard, almost daily, and that way you'll know who they are. You got to put a face with a name, and so forth. But all that information for these projects is going to be listed. But these people that's got to have a house redone, it's going to take a lot of money, and there's a lot of materials shortages up there, of course, because some of the lows and places was flooded out and all that. And, you know, you're having to go a distance to get materials, and so some of the materials are going to have to come 2 hours away to get into these places. We do have a work team that's going to be going up into Avery County right before Thanksgiving. We know it's going to be ready up there, and they're going to need a work team. We've already got that one set up, a crew coming out of Georgia. I believe he said the name of their church was Burning Bush Baptist Church. And so forth. But they're coming up, and they're going to be helping in Avery County, from what I understand. Brother Bud is heading that one up. He's a local right there in the mountains, and he's there in it 24/7 and knows all these roads and how to get in and where they need the help the most. And we're coordinating through Pastor Tim, and Pastor Tim is getting all his information and stuff from being on the ground out of these other far-reaching areas back in the hills. But Brother Bud is taking supplies up into these people, and he's seeing what they're needing and bringing it back to us, and letting us know what's going on back up in the hills. So Pastor Tim is coordinating all the logistics and stuff coming into the church there, helping unload, organizing stuff, and Brother Bud is the eyes out there seeing what's going on, and we're coordinating. It's a big network, folks, of good Christian people that we're working with, and it's working real well. The food's getting dispersed, clothing's getting dispersed and going where it's needed, and so forth. But I just wanted to tell all of you that we sure do appreciate everything everybody's done, all these donations that are coming in. And it's 54 degrees here this morning here in central Randolph County, and came up to feed the chickens, and I was checking the weather bug. I wanted to see what the temperature was there around Flat Rock, and they're setting at 54 as well. And you know, the Lord spared them from a lot of cold weather, because normally right now it'd be pretty cold up there. But you know, he needs for his children to survive. So we're trying to get stuff ready. We're gonna load the truck tonight. We're gonna get them winter clothes up there, because we know the cold is really gonna come, and when it comes, it's gonna stay. And the Lord's holding off all that old cold weather till we can get these supplies up in the mountains to the folks way back on the backside of Asheville that ain't seen any help other than the churches. And like I said, we're not the only churches going in. We got a network of them coming in and helping feed Brother Tim. They coming from everywhere. Alabama, Georgia, Texas, Tennessee, they're everywhere coming in. And big trucks coming from Connecticut, Illinois, all over the place, folks, feeding this operation. Kentucky, I can't even name them all. Out of Virginia, several places. And you know, you'd think that all that stuff coming in would pile up, and you know, it'd be a time to stop. But not the way we're working it, and the way we're getting it back up in there to people that's needing it and can't get it any otherwise. And Brother Bud's doing a super job getting back up in there the way he's doing, and coordinating and getting into the people. And it's a good operation. I just wanted to throw that out there, kind of so you can kind of get a picture of how things is running and so forth. And up in Canton, they're getting that stuff out, moving it back into the western part of the state on that side toward Tennessee, and things are working real well. We do know that there's been a lot of damage up there, and a lot of people's lost their homes out of Canton as well. And it's just bad all up and down through there, folks. And if we can find out about them, we're helping them. But it's hard to find out about them. Some other churches have been able to get to some of these locations as well, and they're helping as well. And but everybody's pulling together. We got several denominations just in this group that we're working with, and they, you know, they all come together as one, and that's what we're supposed to do. But I appreciate you joining me this morning and everything, and we're going to try to get that truck loaded up this evening. And we're pulling out early in the morning, and hope to get a video of the loading this evening if we got time. We're trying to get the truck loaded in sections so that certain things are coming off, and it ain't going to be so hard when we get up to the mountains where to put this box, because we didn't want them all scattered around. I appreciate you joining us this morning early up here while we're taking care of our chickens and our quail and getting them fed up, ready to come out of the coop here right about daylight. But y'all have a blessed day. stay tuned for more information, and we're going to have a lot come Saturday. Thanks for watching.